And what's this thing, dear?
It's a companion cube.
And you have to catch them all in that game too.
No, Mumbot, you shoot holes in walls. Thank you for the cheese sandwiches, but I really think you should be going now.
It's such a shame that Barjo and Hex have been sent to outer space. I hope they come home safely.
I'm sure they will. Now, off you go, Mumbot. Bye.
Now you've got your joints lubricated.
Yes, Mumbot.
And you've got your plutonium rods.
Yes, Mumbot, plenty of those.
All right then, dear. I'll see you soon. Bye. You've got my number.
Bye, Mumbot. Bye.
Darren, this is really yummy. Have you changed the recipe? It's really good.
No, same old.
It's unbelievable.
Oh, hello and welcome to Good Game Spawn Point, the show for younger gamers by gamers. I'm Barjo.
And I'm Hex.
And I am Darren, Robot Master Chef.
Coming up on the show this week, we answer more of your questions and ask Good Game.
And we'll meet another spawn of Australian gaming.
But first, we'll hit the course with Virtua Tennis 4.
You may remember a few weeks ago we reviewed Topspin 4. Well, now we're going to have a look at its rival, Virtua Tennis 4.
Virtua Tennis 4 has all the game modes you'd expect from a modern sports game. There's an arcade mode, exhibition mode for single matches, a career mode and multiplayer, but it's far more of an arcade game than a sports sim.
40-15.
Yeah, sports sims try to emulate the real-life game as much as possible, but when a game has arcade-like gameplay, it means they've tried to put some more playful things into it, just to make it more fun, like the trail on a ball, which makes it look like a comet.
Aside from some graphical upgrades, this game plays almost exactly like the original arcade game from 1999. It's fun, but there just isn't the level of control that you'd expect from a current generation game. It is a game that's very easy to just pick up and play, though, I thought. You can suss out the controls and be hitting balls around in no time. The mechanics are all based around positioning and timing. The basic shot types, top spin, lob and slice are mapped into the face keys. Smashes, volleys and drop shots all depend on positioning. Move close to the net and you'll volley, get under a ball and you'll smash it.
Love 30.
It's definitely easy to play, but I think that's the problem I have with it. You just don't get that level of finesse that makes a great tennis game great. Also, I wasn't a fan of the emphasis on mini-games.
No, I liked them. I thought there was good variety, from bowling to trying to make poker hands, to lobbing a bomb back and forth to try and blow up the other player. I really didn't like the footwork games though, like collecting chickens or coins, although I do think it's a more interesting way of training up your skills rather than just practicing the same shot over and over again.
What do you think of the skill shot mechanic?
Well, I thought it was good. I thought it added a tactical layer to the game. Each player has a signature style, like heavy hitter or all-rounder. If you play to that style, like smashing balls from behind the baseline as a heavy hitter, you charge a focus meter. When it's fully charged, you can unleash a powerful focus hit that's more difficult for your opponent to return.
I actually didn't like the system very much. I thought it was unbalanced and just not particularly fun. Some styles are easy to charge, but others are only charged with serves or very specific shots, so it puts those players at a disadvantage.
Of course you don't like it, Barjo. It's a skill shot system, not a noob shot system.
I liked the actual tennis, but I really didn't like the way the career mode worked. It's kind of like a board game. Each turn you get a movement card that allows you to move a set number of spaces. You have to try and land on one of the minigame spaces to improve your skills and tournament icons to raise your star level.
Yeah, I think the board game movement is just too random. There is an element of strategy involved with using the right movement card at the right time, but whether or not you get enough stars to compete in the big event at the end of the season and have enough skill to win just comes down to luck.
I didn't mind the movement all that much, but I am offended that once again the character creation doesn't cater to the needs of robotic Australians. There are a lot of options for creating humans. You've got a slider for eyebrow height, but what about my sliders for wheel size or aerial length? I can't play as myself. I have to play as a small bald man.
Well, one thing I think we can all agree on was that the soundtrack was terrible. I mean, the music that plays during the game was average at best, but that song that plays over the titles was quite possibly one of the worst I've ever heard.
I wanna be there following your speed. Your sincerity to feel the need.
Ugh.
Virtua Tennis 4 supports the PlayStation Move, sort of. You can only play basic exhibition matches or 2 mini-games with the move, and even then you're limited to just swinging the racket.
It's really basic stuff, kind of like Wii Sports Tennis. The game moves your player for you, so all you have to do is just swing at the ball, and it really feels like a token effort rather than a real game mode. Also, our copy of the game came with these. They look great, but there's a little problem with them.
A little problem is a serious understatement, Hex. With the rackets attached, the PS3 couldn't detect the Move controllers. So we got this.
The multiplayer and online modes are pretty simple, just exhibition matches and mini-games, but they do make a nice change of pace from the AI, which, let's face it, can be pretty stupid at times. So, final thoughts, Bajo?
I think it's too simplistic, and the career mode is just too random, and I found that frustrating. I used to love Virtua Tennis, but here I think by making it simple, they've lost some of the magic, so I'm giving it 5.5 out of 10 rubber chickens.
Well, I think that's a bit harsh. I mean, I agree it's pretty simplistic, but I like that approach and I had fun with it, so I'm going to give it 7.5 out of 10 rubber chickens.
Boss,
Whoa! Stop it!
I'm helping.
Remember when we showed off our Minecraft house the other week?
Yeah.
Well, it's inspired an inbox full of questions.
Oh, well, let's get stuck into it then, Hex. Who's first?
Well, how about this one from Westy in Sorrento, Victoria?
Hello! What's so good about Minecraft, and how long did it take for you to build your epic house? And if your computer shuts down, do you lose what you've just created? Please answer. P.S. Try and get inside D.A.R.R.E.N's cave. That is so secret. Rigid smiley face. Well, Westy, we think what makes Minecraft so good is that it gives the player unlimited freedom to build and explore. Just about anything you can imagine can be built. Players have made replicas of the Starship Enterprise, boat rides, roller coasters, and even giant working computers.
As for how long it took us to build our house, well, it was no overnight effort, that's for sure. We didn't time ourselves, but thinking back, it was a full week over our summer break, wasn't it, Bajo?
Yeah, I think so. And if your computer suddenly turns off while playing, then yes, you lose everything you've built since your last save. But your computer shouldn't be randomly turning off anyway unless there's a total blackout or it's overheating or something. The game actually auto-saves if it crashes, which is quite smart.
All right, now moving on to this one from Minecrafter in Minecraft, Queensland.
Oh, Minecraft.
There's a Minecraft in Queensland?
There certainly is. I built it myself.
In an episode where you answered a question asking if you could give them a tour of your house in Minecraft, and in that tour there was some sort of creation that killed mobs and gave you their items. I tried to make it, but I failed. Could you please show me how to make it?
Ah, yes, the mighty mob grinder of doom. Now, this is actually quite an epic piece of engineering, as you can see, but you can make them much smaller if you want. Just note, the bigger it is, the more mobs you'll be able to grind.
Now, we should point out that we didn't invent the mob grinder. We looked up how to build one on the Minecraft wiki. There's also a few different ways that you can make them, but we'll show you the method that we used. So, first things first, find yourself a nice big square of flat ground and put down a 22 by 22 block square base. This is the basic outline of your tower.
Now we'll make the actual mob grinding machine. For this, you're going to need a couple of buckets and some ladders. We'll explain why in just a second, but start off by creating an 8 block long, 2 block wide trench. That's 1 block below ground level, right in the corner of your tower, like so.
Then opposite that trench, you're going to need to build a 3 block long by 2 block wide trench that is 1 block higher than the other trench, like so. And now we have the basic shape of our grinder. Next, we need those buckets and some lava and water.
Put 2 buckets of water at the end of the long trench here. This creates a stream that will drag the mobs into the lava. But before you put your lava down, grab those ladders. By putting the ladders on these blocks, you'll cause the lava to actually stick out a block, which is essential for the grinder to work. No ladders and the lava just falls straight down and the whole machine breaks.
Now all that's left to do is to put 2 guard blocks here. These mean that the mobs will get set alight by the lava, but they can't jump in. If they did that, all their loot would be destroyed. Now dig a trench and use water streams to carry the loot away to wherever it is that you want to go. Just note that water travels 8 blocks in either direction from where you drop it.
And there you have it, 1 mob grinder. You'll probably want to make one of these in each corner of your tower.
Once you have your grinders in place, all you have to do is build your tower. We'll show you how to build just 1 floor, but the process is the same for each, and you can make as many as you like until you hit the top of the world like we did.
Each level needs to be at least 3 blocks high and has to have a 2 block wide trench running around the edge. Then in each corner you need to have a 2 by 2 block hole. Now you'll you'll need some more buckets of water. There's a helpful trick you should use here. If you make a small 2x2 pool and fill it with 2 buckets of water, you can make an infinite supply of water, which makes this a lot easier.
Now, get your buckets of water and create streams by putting the water in the middle of the trenches. You'll need to put 2 buckets next to each other to fill up the trench. Repeat this for all of the trenches, and there you have it. 1 mob grinder. As we said, you can build as many levels like this as you like, and the more you build, the more loot you get.
It all works because the levels in your tower are pitch black and big enough to spawn the mobs. The mobs just wander around and eventually fall in the streams, get sucked down into your hole and into your grinder, dropping their loot for you to collect. Oh, it's clever, isn't it?
Brilliant. Well, good luck, Spawn. It took us ages to build our tower because of all the stone we needed to mine, but it's a great little project to work on. All right, well, time for just one more. It's Ashraf in Canberra, ACT.
Hi GGSP, I saw that you guys showed your house in Minecraft and I thought it looked really awesome. Anyway, I was wondering if you guys could put it on your website so people could download it. Please, please. Actually, that's a great idea, Ashraf. We'll put it on our site right now so you can all download it and play it and our world can be your world.
Done.
Nice. If you're wondering where to put the file, simply drop it in here. If it all looks a bit complicated, there are instructions on the website, but note that it's a hidden folder, so you need to unhide it, and if you're really struggling, get a parent to help you.
Make sure you guys check out some of the latest improvements to the house too. We built an awesome Minecraft launcher at the bottom of our mine and a whole other forest summer house connected via powered rail, but we'll let you guys play with it now as that's all the time we've got for this week. And of course, if you've got a question you want to send us, you can send it in here.
Whoa, look at all those downloads. That's the entire internet. You know who that'll be. That'll be his Lord High Mightiness, Mr.
I
Darren.
can handle this.
Hello. Hi, Darren. Yes. No, I know we. Darren, we're not taking up all the. He says we've crashed the server and he's going to laser all my stuff, but he doesn't know he's already lasered
I'm
all.
trying to fix it.
You can't laser stuff that's already been lasered, Darren.
This is going crazy.
There you go.
Hi, I'm Daniel.
Hi, I'm Jordan.
Hi, I'm Marco.
And we
Love.
Gaming.
My first game that I remember was Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo. It was like fun because there's like lots of levels and you could play 2-player as well.
The first game I played was the Super Mario Brothers original one, and after that is probably Donkey Kong Country. There was multiple levels which you can choose from, so you have your own free selection. You can replay levels that you liked, and you could switch with your partners, so you can choose which character you liked best.
First game I played was Super Mario Brothers. The best thing about Super Mario Brothers was you could do whatever you want, like there was no limitations. It was just heaps of fun.
My favorite games would be Pokemon Emerald, Pokemon Black, and Super Smash Bros. Brawl. With Pokemon Emerald, it was a brand new thing to explore with the 3rd generation of Pokemon, and there was much more added on from Ruby and Sapphire, like the Battle Frontier, and there were more double battles, which I love. With Pokemon Black, they basically made everything all 3D-like, and you can see all the new Pokemon and stuff. And they didn't use Pokemon from the original generations, so it's a brand new leaf to start on.
My favorite game would have to be FIFA because it's so realistic and you can do so much, and the controls are unreal.
My favorite console is the Nintendo DS because you can play lots of games, and I have a Nintendo DSi, so you can take pictures and all that. My best gaming moment was when I caught all the legendary Pokemon on my DSi, and I almost peed myself when I caught the last one.
My other hobbies include playing soccer in our soccer team. I basically do walkthroughs, let's plays of games, so I commentate through them. I kind of teach you where everything is, so if you can't buy a game or something, you can just watch it and see how the storyline goes.
Hit the tops off the bed and you get money. Not to mention, if you hit all 4 bunk beds, you get a special item.
I like making these videos because I can show people what I know about the game and kind of like help them out. It feels great. I can name all 649 Pokemon. Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur, Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise, Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, Pikachu, Raichu, Zergrom, Landis, Kyurem, and Genesect, and that's all 649 Pokemon. The best thing about gaming is freedom, because you can basically choose what stages you want with most games. You can choose which characters for some of them. You can play games in your own time that you want. You can relax. You can even drink or eat while playing games. So yeah, it's basically the freedom of it.
The best thing about gaming is when I beat my brothers in a game, so I can tease them. And the worst bit about gaming is when they win and they tease me.
The best thing about gaming with my two brothers is I can easily beat them, and the worst thing is when they rarely beat me. If my brothers beat me, I usually turn off the console.
If you'd like us to come and visit your den of gaming, then you need to head over to the Good Game website and fill in an application. But it's a good idea to check with your grown-up first to make sure it's okay for the Good Game crew to come and film in your house and for you to be on TV.
Hex, have you packed for E3 yet?
Well, almost. I just can't work out whether I should take Pokemon Black or if I should finish off Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks on the plane.
Both. It's a long flight.
It only takes me 3 minutes and 17 seconds to get to the conference in Los Angeles. I can fly up in the exosphere, the very limit of Earth's atmosphere, whereas you, Hex, in your antiquated aeroplane will take many, many hours flying way below me in the stratosphere.
Actually, I don't mind one bit, Darren. I'm just excited to be going to E3. I mean, guys, I'm going to get to see and hopefully play some of the games that are going to be released over the next few months. It's so exciting.
Oh, it is. What are you looking forward to the most?
Well, Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, of course. I'm really hoping to play the new Nintendo console, and with that there should be a Super Mario Brothers game. Oh, there's Ratchet and Clank All for One, Star Wars The Old Republic. I'll even try and check out SingStar for you, Darren.
But Darren, you'll be staying here with me next week, right, to help out with the show, because I can't do it on my own.
Well, it's a tough choice. The biggest gaming convention in the world, or you in the Den of Gaming, Barjo. I guess I could fly back and forth.
That's a great idea, Darren. I could see you over there and then you can use your rocket boots to fly back and help Barjo present next week's show.
Yeah, and if you're really good, I might let you help me out with Ask Good Game again, although I don't know why I should bother after what happened last time. But if you're really good, we might do that, and the Sporty might send in some tough questions for you.
Well, that does sound like fun.
Well, Hex, have a safe trip and have an excellent time, and don't spend too much on my present.
Presents? What? I'm just kidding, I'll get you both something awesome. I'm so excited. See you later, Spawnlings. Hex out.
Barjo out.
Darren out.
Bye, Hex.
Bye. Won't be needing this. Much better.
Well, Darren, what are we going to do next week?
Oh, don't you worry, Barjo. I've taken care of everything.
What does that mean?
You'll find out.